Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Texas Longhorns return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Give to the back. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
He makes the connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make...
Got a lot of running room. At the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down. The aerial assault continues. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Going up top on first down. Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Throws to the tight end. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Bring in the heat. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Alabama!
And what a nice start to this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Got his man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fired. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to.
And he's gonna score! Touchdown, Bama!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Just plowing ahead. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown time! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 4 over Navy. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. 3rd down play from the gun. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
To the air, it's Sanders. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the 1st down.
Love the grab just past the 1st down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
It's 1st down from the 11. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the content.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't put. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to pass. It's Sanders. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the...
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He wants to throw it, using his feet to buy time. He caught it. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
27, Texas, 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quick completion on the out. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Looking left. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pocket starts to collapse.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's caught inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The give out of the gun. Bulls his way forward. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. The give. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. He fires it out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Complete downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little shot.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to move it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas, 15.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. If they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They'll ride the hot hand. Turns it on at midfield. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Great job by the pass rusher there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the QB with the sack, but he was able to still use his arms and his wingspan to knock that ball loose.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
With the run on 1st and goal. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to punch it in. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Calls his own number. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. I think it was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football ball. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 4th down, going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They want that clock to run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
2nd down coming up.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Off play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Navy. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Right on target this time. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it past the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're bringing heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he's got it at the tag. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback moving. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down 1 score, time winding down. What is better than this? Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that.